Welcome to my channel about Sylvanian families, also known as Calico critters. In this video, I'm going to do some random unboxings of some recent releases and a couple of vintage items too. I'm starting with the recently released Honeybee babies on the left, and I'll compare them to the Flower Garden babies on the right. You can see here that there's nothing too special about the exterior of the boxes. For the Honeybee babies, the box interior looks like a pretty meadow, and there's an amusement park background for the Flower Garden babies. I think the costumes on these Honeybee babies are well done and good quality. Nice thick material has been used. There are 2 standing baby or regular sized baby figures in this set, and then 3 newborn babies, including this Husky. You can see that the bee costumes are not sewn or stitched between the legs. The brown berets on a couple of these figures are adorable. The chocolate rabbit baby newborn's dress is adorable, and it has the extra detail of the green leaves around the flower that's in the middle. I also like what I tend to call the gauzy layer over her dress. The set on the right was released for the 35th anniversary of Sylvanian families in 2020. It was called the Flower Garden Babies in Japan and the Bug Buddy Babies when they were released elsewhere. This set features a cute Chihuahua baby in a bee costume, and I like the slim profile of the costume and how the costume actually has legs with stitching in between. The headpiece on the Chihuahua baby doesn't have as much detail, and the wings are a little different from the Honeybee babies. Comparing this baby with a Honeybee baby on the left, you can see that the outfits are a very good match with the same color yellow and the same color brown ribbon going across. The 3 infant honeybees are just so cute as a trio. And these are all 3 of the regular sized babies together. Next, we have a hedgehog baby dressed in a lovely lavender flower-themed costume and a beautiful flower headband. The Persian cat baby also has a flower-themed costume, although I'm not a fan of this cottontail in the smack middle of the outfit. It really looks like you took a cottontail from a bunny and put it on her dress. It is attached by one small stitch if I ever wanted to take the risk and cut that stitch off and put something else in place. Next, we have the Cottontail Rabbit baby in an adorable ladybug costume. The costume material is nice and thick and in a deep, lovely red color. Next, we have a Brightfield goat baby in a butterfly costume, and I think she looks better out of the box than I expected when I saw the pictures. She'd blend in well with the latest fairy theme in the new releases coming out in the Sylvanian collection. And here are all the babies together, and I plan to store them in a bee and flower themed cubicle with my vintage Sylvanian beekeeper. Here we have a more vintage 15th anniversary Sylvanian release of costumed figures. I think these are a couple of the better animal-themed costumes in the collection. This is a bear brother-sized figure in a lion costume, and they did the mane of the lion really well. The color of the costume is perfect, and the tail is really cool. Then we have a fur-banked squirrel in a nicely made chick costume and a sweet gingham orange bow. Next, I'm going to give you some close-up looks of the 2025 release Fairy Charm Twilight version. There is another version of the set that is purple themed with a little fairy having purple tipped ears, and that's called the Midnight version. However, this Twilight version with the blue tipped ears is my favorite of the 2. This is one of the cutest fairies I've ever seen in the Sylvanian collection. The shade of blue they used is perfect. I just wish that the figure could be easily removed from the frame. I like the gold sparkly stars on the circular frame. You can see that the size of the figure is truly a Thumbelina size. I'll show you now how to attach the charm to the back of the structure. So you don't want to just hang the charm like this. You need to drape it over the little gear in the back, like so. And then it will hang at an appropriate height, and you can turn the gear to raise or lower the height. Next, we have the regular sized baby figure, and here's a close-up of her costume. She has the layer of printed blue fabric over a sheer layer on her skirt. A big yellow bow on the back. If anyone knows what else I can do with this hanging part, let me know, but right now I have the figure sitting on the cloud. At the base of the structure, we have a crystallized looking Sylvanian village. You can see the house on the left, and I think all of the other structures in the front are maybe trees in a forest. In the very front is maybe some type of path or waterway, and then in the back you can see more houses. Just showing you some close-ups of more details here with some stars on the little blue swirly thing that wraps around the back, and a slightly pearlescent effect to the cloud. At the top, we have a little airship detail that is super cute and detachable. Next, we're going to unbox a Husky duo in pretty dresses and the 2025 wedding pair release. The box for the wedding pair has a lace print, and there is that ivy print in the lace that matches with the ivy print in their outfits. Now, I don't care for the wedding themes at all, but I found these outfits to be irresistible. The dress is absolutely gorgeous. And the selling point for me was the groom's outfit. The colors are so unique and tasteful. The inner packaging picture is beautiful. Let's take a look at the gorgeous dress. You can see the beautiful ivy embroidery on the dress. I love how the front of the dress just drapes to either side. The veil is elegant and not overdone. And here I'm just trying to show you the layers to the dress. There are two gauzy layers over the bottom white fabric layer that has the lace trim. Now to the groom's beautiful outfit. Just look at the detail of that ivy embroidery on the vest. The silver colored jacket is removable, and then the pants are white and have the detail of the pleat going down the center of each pant leg. Just showing you here that the pants are a separate piece. There are short white sleeves under the vest, and the vest is not a separate piece from this collared shirt underneath. It is sewn to it. I don't want to remove the jacket right now, but this gives you an idea what his sleeves look like without the jacket. The shirt and vest are attached by Velcro in the back. The Husky Duo was a shareholder perk from 2024 that was a gift item given to shareholders, so considered a little rare in that sense, but you can find it being sold secondhand online. The duo consists of a regular daughter-sized figure and a baby figure, and their dresses are a nice color combination. And the dress on the daughter-sized figure has, again, one of my favorites, a gauzy layer over the skirt. I think it makes a big difference for the figures to wear their earpieces to elevate the look of the dresses. I've had this Husky duo for a few months, but I thought now would be a perfect time to unbox them because I think with the color scheme of their dresses, they would make a good bridesmaid and flower girl at this wedding. Moving on to our last unboxing for this video is the vintage Misty Forest juice fountain released in 1997. This is a wacky looking piece, and I remember when I first learned about it when I was collecting, it was just so crazy to me, and I've never seen a toy juice fountain before, particularly an orange juice fountain. And over the years, it has grown on me and intrigued me, and I do like a citrus theme, so it became high on my wish list, and it's just been sitting on my floor for a few months, just waiting to go into my fruit-themed cubicle. So let's take a closer look. A stream of orange juice comes from the fountain through an archway that has "Juice Fountain" written on the heart over top. The fountain is coming out of this vanilla-looking pudding or cheesecake thing at the base with these flower-shaped chocolate candies or cookies around it. And then there's this pink strawberry sauce coming out of the bottom. The fountain is super cute, and an awesome feature is you can raise it up. And here's my hand next to the entire structure so you can see how small it is. I think the fountain is a perfect match with the fennec fox that comes with a Fruits Bus from last year. She's dressed in a citrus-themed outfit, and I took out the orange slice baby figure from the blind bag series to put in front of the fountain as well. I keep some of my babies stored in this display box I found for a really cheap price for $5, and I'm going to find some sitting babies or crawling babies to put on the fountain. Looks like I need a baby with shorter ears to fit in the middle tier. And that is our juice fountain, a fun, unique little set from the Misty Forest series, and one of the rarer sets from that series as well. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of the details with the unboxings in this video, and thank you so much for watching. And a special thanks to Marianne, Ginger, and Mrs. Howe from Gilligan's Island performing earlier as the Honeybees.